Shalom, everybody. Rabbi Edelstein here with this week's installment of Rabbi E in 3, brought to you by MEOR DC. You can find us on Facebook or at our website, MEORDC.com, and learn about all of our programs, including our upcoming Poland trip leaving January 4th. We still have a few slots on that trip open. Okay. I'm going to throw at you right away a few words. Righteous, pure-hearted, God-fearing. Again, righteous, pure-hearted, God-fearing. They sound quaint, old-fashioned. You might never have even heard those words before. To be righteous, to be God-fearing, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's really what a human being is supposed to be. And the Jewish people, later on in the Torah, when we get to the portions that introduce the Jewish people, we're called upon to be a holy people. Holy. Okay, but we'll get to that hopefully in a few weeks. Right now, related to this week's portion, I want to talk about righteous, pure-hearted, God-fearing. This week's Torah portion is Noach, the second portion of the book of Bereshit or Genesis. We all know about the flood, the Mabul, the generation of Noah. Very, very, very bad situation. Mankind was morally depraved and vicious and selfish, and it says the world was corrupt before God, and the world was filled with robbery, with stealing, with taking. A level of moral degradation, of a breakdown of interpersonal relations that's hard to fathom. But I don't want to talk about the negative side, because unfortunately sometime in today's world, every now and then it could feel like the days of Noah with, well, whatever. Let's focus on the good side. There was an individual who rose above the challenges and the degradation of his time, and that was Noach. And the Torah says, Eila toldos Noach, these are the offspring of Noach. Noach ish tzaddik. He was a righteous man, a tzaddik, something we're supposed to aspire to be, a righteous person. Tamim haya bedorosav. He was morally pure, morally wholehearted, tamim, morally pure in his generations. Es Elokim tisalech Noach, and Noach walked with God. Righteous, the commentaries say, that refers to interpersonal relations. His actions were honest, were full of integrity, unlike the robbery and the scheming and the stealing and the violence around him. He was righteous in his dealings with his fellow man. He was morally pure. His heart was pure. It was a generation of debauchery, of degradation, of rampant adultery, sexual immorality. He was pure-hearted. And it doesn't say he feared God, although we can assume he certainly did. But it says he walked with God. And great commentaries point out, in fact, it's something even more than fear God, because walked with God implies a constant companionship with the Almighty, thinking about God, an awareness that this world has a creator and this world has a judge. And he brought us, mankind, into being to rule this world, not to debase this world, to elevate this world. Noah was righteous with his fellow man. He was morally pure, and he walked with God. He had an awareness of Hashem, and it permeated his actions. I got to go. 3 minutes are up. We haven't even begun to define these things, but let's at least bring these words back into our vocabulary. In the moral depredation perhaps around us, I'll leave you to judge, we can be righteous, morally pure, and walk with God. Tall order, but we can do it. Have a great Shabbos.